Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. And coming right up, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Portland Trail Blazers. Checking out the Trail Blazers, they haven't competed at the level they'd like over the last week or so. Just one win in 5 games. And you might remember the last time we saw Freak on the court. He was putting up gigantic numbers, a huge career high for him, and an amazing performance. Kenny, how impressive was that for you?
Yeah, putting up the numbers that he just did, that's something only elite players in the NBA can do. This was the coming out, I'm going to say it, the coming out party of Freak.
You know, he's quickly risen up the charts. Many around the league with that performance, they're going to see that. Let me say to my
Thunderstorms come with the territory here in the Sooner State. Live from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, 2K Sports proudly brings you the Thunder at the peak at the Chesapeake Energy Arena. First game of this trip here for the Blazers. They're hoping to start it off with a W. This is an important game for them because they've really been struggling. Just one win in their last 5 games.
And their first 2 games against this club, both being losses, losing 3 in a row would be a real tough pill to swallow. So I think they'll look to make their stand here tonight.
Yeah, it would be very demoralizing, Greg, if they fell for a 3rd straight time to this team. I mean, really, when you look at it, pride is what's on the line here. So we'll see what lessons they've learned from the first 2 games and if they can get things turned around.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Al-Farouq Aminu is out there with Davis. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Plumlee. And it's Henderson in at the 2 spot.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Plumlee with the screen. And Aminu kicks to Plumlee. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Terry Stotts.
And my first question was, what's the plan against Kevin Durant? Probably the premier scorer in the entire league. He said, well, it starts with trying to keep the ball out of his hands, because once he catches it, you're kind of at his mercy. Guys, Durant's so long, he can just shoot over the top. When he does get the ball, expect to see some double teams.
Thanks again, Doris.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Martin up top, Henderson defending. Durant, the pass to Martin. He feeds it to Ibaka. 6 to shoot. That's good. Ibaka's got his first basket of the night.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And Lillard kicks to Henderson. Westbrook with the steal. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now here is Martin. After the miss from Damian Lillard. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Back to Davis. Here's Aminu. Gets to the corner and buries it. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Westbrook dishes to Martin. And the Thunder, another 3.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Lillard, the pass to Henderson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Henderson's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Martin against Henderson, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch, they say by Martin.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Chris Kaman is checked in for Plumlee. Noah Vonleh comes in for Davis. Lee's checked in for Gerald Henderson. And it's Williams in for Damian Lillard. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Martin wide open. He fires. Offline with his three. Lee goes in. Outside Williams. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Back to Westbrook. There's the triple. And the shot is good. Westbrook's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit.
And the Thunder with some changes. Mitch McGary's checked in for Ibaka. Morrow comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's Williams. 12 points his last outing. Came in wide open. He fires. Portland no good that time either. Here's Payne. Offensive rebound. And that one's good. McGary's got his first basket.
He couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
Now here's Kaman. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work him over the rest of the game.
Lee kicks to Aminu. Here's the screen. There's a screen by Williams. And a wide open look for Lee. The shot will not go. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
The Thunder shooting their first free throws of the night right here. And the second free throw, good. 26 seconds left to play here in the first. Dishes to Vonleh. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling. They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And it's blocked by Adams. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter. For the Thunder, Adams, he's checked in for Cantor. And Martin subbed in for Waiters. Portland also making some changes. Chris Kaman's checked in for Plumlee. Vonleh comes in for Davis. And it's Lee in for Williams. Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Russell Westbrook out there with Martin. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Trailblazers was simply terrific. He ended up with 44 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance for him and for us, Kevin.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that was something special.
And I love that no matter what approach they tried against him, nothing worked. I mean, he was ready for everything.
It makes you wonder what kind of defense they'll throw at him tonight. I mean, however they choose to play him, it's still going to take a special effort to keep him under control.
Here's Lee. The Thunder pull it in. A minute 50 left in the first half. Westbrook dishes to Martin. Here's Adams. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Thunder lead by 16.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Pass to Keenan. Just 5 to shoot. The shot no good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. They traveled to Portland last time they faced the Trailblazers and came away with the win.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the charts.
Scorching and torching offensively. They were able to get everything they wanted.
Get that.
Well, small forwards that can rebound the ball, such an asset to any team in the NBA. With now a look at the top rebounding wingmen. You take a look at Aminu. He does a great job inside, one of the top rebounders in the league.
You know, the work they do on the boards is such a big part of all these players' games. I mean, they play much bigger than the grand majority of small forwards in our league.
Yeah, I think they all have that little bit of extra edge to their game that allows them to put up the kind of rebound numbers usually you only see from power forwards.
Trailblazers trail by 17. Lillard attacking.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Damian Lillard. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first half. It's Martin on the wing. 11 feet away, and he gets it to go. Martin's got 8 points in the quarter.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
Came in a screen. Here's Aminu. Vonleh, the pass to Lee. Came in a screen. Here's Lillard. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Lillard's got 6 points.
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
Payne kicks to Martin. And there's another one for the Thunder.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no line in those totals.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Oklahoma City out in front, leading by 17. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Guys, that was the perfect way to start this game. Let's go over some stuff and do more of the same in the second half. On offense, we couldn't have been better. Ideal game plan, and you guys have carried it out to perfection. No going easy on them in the second half. We're going for the throat. We did do a good job finding space on the perimeter, moving the ball around and getting open looks from three-point range. That was a big plus. And just to talk about what we want for the pace of the game, I'd say nice and steady suits us just fine. It doesn't have to be a track meet. And that's all I wanted to go over with you. Let's go play a good half of basketball.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
And what a game for Martin. He has 23 points, and he's buried a ton of three-pointers in this game, too.
Yeah, I think we need a calculator to keep track of just how many of those he's knocked down.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Davis is out there with Plumlee. Then there's Al-Farouq Aminu. Then it's Henderson. And it's Lillard in at the one spot.
Stay down. Stay down.
That's his first personal foul.
The Trailblazers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. Plumlee hits them both. The Thunder leading by 15. Outside Martin. Over to the left wing.